Now, politicians in Tunisia have voted to approve a new constitution. It guarantees equal rights for men and women, also demands the state protect the environment and tackle corruption. But there's been criticism that the constitution hasn't banned the death penalty. And there are restrictions on freedom of speech, attacking religion and accusing people of being non-believers is illegal. Nazanine Moshiri is on the line for us from Tunis. So talk us through the procedure now, because this is part of a bigger transitional package, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, just to let you know, there were incredible scenes here when the Constitution was passed just a few moments ago. The whole assembly room just erupted in cheers and the national anthem was sung. This was a moment of relief for a lot of these politicians to come to this agreement. Now, what this all means is that this new Constitution is now in place. We'll have to see what it actually means for people's lives. But at the same time, the Prime Minister-designate, Mehdi Juma, presented his new cabinet to the President. Now, that caretaker government, if approved by this Constituent Assembly, will then see the country through to elections which are expected to take place sometime this year. But a very different picture here in Tunisia, where the revolution, where the so-called Arab Spring all started, very different here from what we're seeing in countries like Libya, Egypt and Syria, of course.
I guess the key question, Nazanine, is does this mean the country is back on the democratic path after that summer where things looked like it could all fall to pieces at one point?
You're right, Sammy. Just a few months ago, there were two political assassinations earlier this year. There were security problems all over the country. People were talking about Tunisia having failed in its path to democracy. It really does seem to have changed things, turned things around for the Tunisian people. They have a new constitution finally. That means they can have a new election and they have a caretaker government, hopefully in a couple of days. But what Tunisians are saying is that the reason why they succeeded and others have failed is because all of this came through national dialogue. Everybody was included in the process. People who are secularists, people who are non-secularists, people who are from the left wing, from the right wing of politics in this country. Everybody was included in the process. And in fact, people in the assembly who voted and passed this constitution, they were disagreeing on so many things, on so many aspects of politics, basics of politics of this country. And in the end, they put all their disagreements aside and put the country first.
All right, thanks so much, Nazanine there.